know about you, but I just enjoy the holiday. I know for some, like my husband, he calls it the Hallmark holiday. But I just think it's an extra special day to take that extra step to show anybody you love, your children, your parents, your husband, your boyfriend, whoever, that you love them. Just an extra little token. So my friend Stephanie and I have decided to bring to you a date night look. So I am going to be doing a dark chocolate look, and she is going to be doing a milk chocolate look, and we're both going to be using the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes. I'm going to be using the semi-sweet. She is going to be using the original chocolate bar palette, and we're each going to be creating a date night look, something we will wear out on a date night with our husbands, which doesn't occur too much. So I went full on glam. Now, I also had a hard time deciding what color lipstick to do, and so I decided to do something that most people would wear, which would be like a sweet pink look. I also thought about doing a red lip, so if you, by all means, do a nude lip, do a berry lip, do a red lip. You can pair this look with whatever lipstick you want to wear, because this is a very neutral eye, essentially, with a pop of blue. After you finish watching my video, make sure to head on over to Stephanie's channel, subscribe to her, watch her video. She's beautiful. She's very talented with makeup. She is just a sweet person. So make sure to watch her video and go on over and support her, and you can get some different ideas. You could do a look with, recreate either one of our looks, or just smush them together and recreate a new look. Who knows? If you're coming over from Stephanie's channel, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I hope you subscribe and stay a while, and without further ado, let's get started.
So I'm going to start off, as I always do, with some sort of liquid primer. I like to use liquid with a colored base because I feel like it really holds my shadows on, and I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and then I go, as I always do, with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. It just helps cancel out any discoloration, and it really makes my shadows pop better, and this is just my preferred method. I've tried other things, and this is just something I've done. So first I'm taking the Coconut Cream shade, and I'm putting that all over my lid, all the way up to my brow bone. I have found that shadow blends best against shadow, so I just like to take a nice base, like some sort of cream, the creamiest shade in the palette, and just put it all over everywhere, essentially. Now I'm going to go in and start creating our transition shade. That word is so hard for me to say. And I'm using the shade Mousse. It's like a very cool toned brown, just kind of like a background shadow. And I'm using a blending brush. I believe this one is from Sedona Lace and Ebates something. It's just a blending brush. Anything will do. Just kind of making sure that that is all really nicely blended, so that when we go in with this next shade, which is Peanut Butter, it creates a nice gradient. This Peanut Butter shade is going to add some warmth to the eye, and I'm just using a Sigma E25 blending brush to do that. I want to make sure that's all nice and blended too before I go in with this lid shade, which I am using Butter Pecan. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous lid shade, and I'm just using a concealer F70 brush. I like to use this brush because I can get really precise application, because I tend to go a little crazy with things. So I'm just packing that on my lid, just all over, before we move on with some darker shades. I wanted to make sure to do this first, because I did it the other way around before, and I found that the bright shade didn't pop as much. So I'm also going to take Butter Pecan as my brow bone highlight and as my inner corner highlight. Now I am taking Truffled, just the matte warm brown shade in the palette, and I'm going to start to deepen my outer V. I'm using a blending brush to do this, but this is just going to deepen the brown and start to create that gradient between the light and the dark brown shades that we are using. And as always, I take a clean blending brush, and after I apply any color, I always go in with a blending brush to soften the edges, and so it looks really nice and blended. Now we're going to start to pack on our blue shade. This is the Blueberry Swirl color in the palette. I'm using a MAC 242. I wanted a brush that can really pack on the color, because I'm going to have to pack on this blueberry color several times. And then as I pack it, I'm blending it out with the Makeup Geek, I think this is the Outer V brush. And then I'm taking the Truffled shade again and deepening that brown shade back up, because I kind of lose a little bit of the intensity as we add in the blue and as we add in the brown. They kind of get muted, they mute each other out, so I'm just repeating, adding the blue, adding the brown, adding the blue, adding the brown, until it gets to the desired effect that I want. I want the blue to really pop, but it seems to not want to pack on very well. So this is just the method I've had to do is to alternate between the blue and the brown. And then, as always, take your fluffy brush, blend everything out so it looks nice and smooth. Now I'm taking my finger and just taking a little bit of the Bonbon shade. It's beautiful. And just I'm packing that on between the blue and the Butter Pecan shade just to kind of add a little interest between the champagne and the dark blue, something to bring the two together. And then I'm just going to take, what is this, a blending brush and blend out the blue so that it meshes well with everything else. I love my terminology. Black eyeliner, any black eyeliner you have. This is the Urban Decay Perversion, and I'm going to I'm drinking wine right now, by the way. I'm going to line my upper waterline and my lower lash line, waterline with that. And then I'm going to do my wing. Now, if you don't want to do a wing, you don't have to do a wing. I wanted to do a wing because I'm going out all out glam. And so this is the Kat Von D liner. I love this liner. I just start by kind of doing my inner corner to outer corner first to really make sure that I have a nice even line. Then I take a baby wipe, makeup remover wipe, whatever you want to use, and clean up my outer edge. So when I go in to do my wing, I kind of have a shadow line to follow, and it just makes it nice and crisp and clean of a look. So I'll just extend my wing from my lower corner all the way out as far as you like, and then I'll go from the top of that line and connect it in like a isosceles triangle formation. Just it's like filling in the lines. Now I like to take those colors we use, those warm brown shades, the mousse and the peanut butter, and I'm mixing them, and I'm just going to blend out my lower lash line. I like to create a shadow underneath. I just find that it's really a flattering look. And I'm using a pencil brush to do this just to make sure it's nice and blended. Then once again, I'm going to pack on a little bit more blue because it just doesn't want to pop. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm packing it back on for like the 15th time. Then, as I already said, make sure to line your waterline if you want to. It just creates a very dramatic effect, so I like to do it, especially for date nights. Then I'm just taking a little bit of the black shadow, I think it's called Licorice in the palette, and packing that on top of my, all of my eyeliner, all of it, because that really locks it in and it's going to stay brilliant throughout the whole evening. Little mascara.
I am going to tell you what I used on the rest of my face. So to prime my face, I am using the Maybelline Baby Skin in my pore areas. Like I got a whole colony here between my eyebrows. So on between my eyebrows and then on my nose and on my cheeks is where I use the Baby Skin. And then on the rest of my face, I'm using the L'Oreal Revitalift Moisture Blur. I'm just kind of dry right now, so I wanted a very moisturized, dewy type of look. And when I go out for the evening, I really like to have very fresh, dewy looking skin, which doesn't occur on its own lately because I've been a little bit drier. So I've been using the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer. Loving this stuff. I'm going to have a full JLo Glow, how I get my JLo Glow tutorial coming up on Saturday. So using this and some other things as well, but this in particular. So I put this all over my face after my primer. For my foundation, I use the CoverGirl Stay Fabulous Outlast, whatever it's called here, 3-in-1 foundation. This is a long wearing full coverage situation and I need that. I really like my face to look flawless when I'm doing a very smoky eye because otherwise it gets a little messy. For my cheeks, I am wearing the Balm In Stain blush in the shade Lace. And this is your baby doll bubblegum pink. I wanted a really sweet pink cheek, especially since I decided to do a pink lip. So my lipstick today is the Colourpop Lip Liner in Bound with the Colourpop lippie sticks. Yeah, lippie stick in Bound. So this is what's on my lips. Now, the other combination I wore yesterday, looked really pretty too. And that is the NYX Hot Red Lip Liner, just a very orange-based bright red lip liner with the Colourpop Lippie Stick in Bang Bang. So if you prefer like a red lip, by all means throw a red lip on with this. It would look just as fabulous. Forgot to tell you my contour. I used the My Sculpted Face palette as my bronzer, my contour, my highlighter. I used every single one of these. Well, I didn't use this one. I love this thing. Love, love, love this thing. It just is amazing. The highlighter is gorgeous, and so if you do not own this and you would like to try a contour kit, definitely recommend that. My earrings are from Shoplately, and this top I think I just got at TJ Maxx. I like to wear lace. I think it's very feminine, and I like to pair it with a very glam earring. And these, yeah, these are from Shoplately. I actually just recently got these, so these are probably still available if you're interested. So that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to head over and watch Stephanie's video if you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you recreate this, let me know because I would love to see your pictures. Tag me on Instagram if you ever recreate any of the looks that I do. Tag me on Instagram. I would love to see them. In fact, it would just put a smile on my face. So I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day. I know it's not quite Valentine's Day yet, but it will be soon. So I hope you have a fabulous day today, and I will talk to you guys soon.